Joe Biden is very, very upset. The media, specifically Donald Trump's campaign, have accused him of not supporting fracking. They've come out and said that, oh, Joe Biden, he wants to ban fracking. And Joe Biden is so offended by this, he's here to reassure you. Let's take a look. So the headline, Biden's confusing stand on fracking. No, it's not confusing. It's pretty crystal clear. So Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden is upset with TV ads claiming he wants to ban fracking. Oh, Mr. Biden said he only wants to ban new fracking on public lands and waters, and most fracking takes place on private property. His campaign is asking Pennsylvania TV stations to stop running the ad. So let's take a look at the ad.
Joe Biden on energy jobs.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated.
Fracking in a Biden administration?
No, we would make sure it's eliminated.
After 47 years in Washington, Joe Biden just doesn't make sense for Pennsylvania jobs.
In Pittsburgh on Monday, Mr. Biden told his audience that, quote, I am not banning fracking, no matter how many times Donald Trump lies about me. However, Mr. Biden only has himself to blame for being vulnerable on the issue of fracking, a drilling technique used to extract oil and natural gas from underground rock formations. He has made several comments about fracking, which his aides have later had to backtrack. So during a CNN debate in July 2019, Mr. Biden said, we would make sure it's eliminated when asked if there would be a place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking. Mr. Biden's campaign later clarified that he supports ending subsidies for the fossil fuel industry. During a debate in March, Senator Bernie Sanders said, I'm talking about stopping fracking as soon as we possibly can. I'm talking about telling the fossil fuel industry that they are going to stop destroying this planet. No ifs, buts, and maybes about it. And what did Biden say? No more, no new fracking. I love how he lies in the same sentence, like a single, separated by a single fucking comma. So am I. No more new fracking. Mr. Biden's campaign later clarified that he was only referring to new drilling. Okay, we got it. We got it, man. Moreover, Mr. Biden's also upset with the ad because it says such a ban would cost Pennsylvania 600,000 jobs. His campaign maintains that the fracking industry only employs 20,000 people in Pennsylvania. Okay, so let's break this down, yes? This is very reminiscent of Kamala Harris, who incidentally happens to be Joe Biden's VP, when she would say that she's for Medicare for all, and then later her campaign would walk back the comment. And then the next day she'd do an interview and then semi-walk it back and then not give an answer. And it's just all over the place, right? Essentially meaning that she doesn't support Medicare for all, right? That's what it means. Now, Joe Biden, instead of pushing for clean energy, Green New Deal, something in that regard, something in that spirit, no. He's coming at Donald Trump from the right. He's not spearheading some kind of reform or overhaul of this destructive fossil fuel industry, this pollution. No. He wants you to know, motherfucker, he's all for fracking, okay? He's all in, man. Don't you even get it twisted. Who is he trying to appeal to? This argument about jobs is ridiculous. With a Green New Deal, or something even remotely like a Green New Deal, just by effectively transitioning to clean energy, you would create way more jobs than that. Never mind just keeping those jobs. You would create exponentially more jobs, right? If you're so concerned about that. Once again, they always depart from this mindset that, capitalism first, then the planet. No, it's not about job creation, you stupid motherfucker. The planet is on fire. You're polluting the planet, okay? If the bombs weren't enough, well, you're also contributing to it with greenhouse gas emissions. The military itself is one of the largest emitter of greenhouse gases. I mean, it's a destructive, disgusting policy. And it's all in the name of the bottom line of the profit. So if you're so concerned about jobs and you want to put capitalism first, you could still make the argument that transitioning to green energy would create tons of jobs. Moreover, don't forget that China is the number one producer of green tech. We're talking about batteries, solar panels. Why isn't the US doing that? You know, they want to suck out every last drop of oil from this earth and pollute the crap out of it before they even contemplate transitioning to clean energy, right? Just maximize the profits, even if it kills the planet, even if there's wars, all of it. Donald Trump is winning this election. I told you that the day Bernie Sanders dropped out. But this recent crap with the convention and Joe Biden coming at Trump from the right, I don't know who he's trying to woo, who he's attempting to sway, but no one is attracted by this complete lack of policy and destructive, counterproductive platform. I mean, this is absurd, man. It's like saying, I'm not in favor of stopping the wars. I'm just not going to start any new ones. Motherfucker. It's not about the quantity. It's the principle. The shit is bad, causes earthquakes. It's destructive for the environment. Tons of pollution. It's not feasible in the long term. You need to transition to clean, renewable energy at one point or another, regardless. No. Who comes first? Not the American populace, not the voters, not the electorate, not the base. The donors. Of course the donors come first. I mean, to the point where Joe Biden is lying when someone called him out at a town hall for being sponsored by a CEO from the fossil fuel industry, right? He was scheduled to have a fundraiser at this guy's house the following day, and he was asked by a voter, why are you holding a fundraiser at a fossil fuel CEO's house? And Joe Biden's like, oh, I didn't know he's a fossil fuel CEO. I mean, I'm speechless. The donors come first, man. Never forget that, okay? The donors come first. The private sector comes first. Not the planet, not the workers, and certainly not your rights. And Joe Biden is so offended that you would even mildly suggest that he is veering to the left, that he has to come out and publicly state, oh, you better correct that shit. Fuck the planet. Unbelievable. And once again, just to further solidify how Bernie Sanders and the progressives contributed to this, I told you, as soon as they announced these bogus task forces, you remember this? They had a task force for the Green New Deal, and they had one for Medicare for All. And they were supposed to find some compromise. Where's the compromise? This is the compromise? Not good enough. I told you back then, man, AOC, who famously ran on a progressive platform and specifically championing the Green New Deal, and she caught a lot of flack for it. She was made fun of, even by Trump. You would think that she would further solidify her stance on this issue. No, I said she should go into the meeting, if she even attends, sit down, and immediately say, listen, 100% renewable energy by 2030. Yes or no? So any response other than a resounding yes from the Biden team, you walk out. It's not something you can compromise on. You know, they come in and tell you rightfully that this is an existential crisis. It's an existential threat to the planet. And they tell you that all these people are dying because they don't have healthcare. All of these things are true. And there are matters of urgency. Okay, so treat them as such. Which one is it? I mean, if you clearly recognize that these issues require immediate attention, how could you possibly contemplate letting them slide? This is what they got out of that. They're making zero effort whatsoever to excite the base, to win over voters, win over the electorate. Nothing. And then they want to shame you for not voting for them. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, even if their records were squeaky clean, if there's no policy, there's no vote. It's that simple. These people are telling you, are reaffirming in public their determination to destroy the planet, to continue supporting genocide in Palestine. No mention whatsoever of stopping mass surveillance. And even if they made a mention, Obama did in 2007, and he went and expanded mass surveillance. So they're full of shit and they're all fucking liars. They're making no effort whatsoever. And they're so determined to lose, they're even flanking Donald Trump from the right. I have no words.